In this video, you will learn how to make an assignment with a rubric grading system in Moodle 2.2. Before you begin, have an electronic version of your assignment description as well as the rubric that you'll be using close at hand to make typing it all in a lot easier. The first step is to log into your course and turn editing on. Then click Add Activity or Resource in the module where you want to add your assignment. In Moodle 2.2, you have a choice of advanced uploading, online text, upload a single file, or offline activity. I'm going to choose online text and click Add. And I will add the assignment name. And here's where your assignment description comes in handy. I'm just going to copy and paste my description into the text box. Then all I need to do is set the due date. I'm going to keep prevent late submissions at no. What Moodle does is if a student does submit something late, it shows you in red that they've turned the assignment in late. So you always know if the assignment is late, but then you don't have the conflict with students not being able to turn it in at all. So it's fine. Then the most important part is the grading. So here's where you want to set the points. So this is a simple writing assignment, so it'll be a small number of points. But the grading method, this is the key feature. So you want to click on Rubric. If you use the grading feature in Moodle, you could categorize it. For the online text standards, what I'd like to do is allow for resubmitting, so I do let the students edit the work if they'd like. And the more important thing is the comment in line. So when you click this to yes, the student submission automatically is transferred over to the feedback where you'll be giving feedback. And so it makes commenting much easier if you want to comment in line to their text. The common module settings I'm going to keep at the default. So from here, you want to click Save and Display. Now here's where you create the rubric. If you already have a rubric, you'll click this area. When you click this area, you can search for your own rubric that you've created. That's how you can locate one. However, since this video is about how to create one, we are going to click the Define the New Grading Form from Scratch. So we click that, and here is where we set the standards. So I'm going to create Journal Rubric, and you can add a description if you want to. Here, you're going to add the criterion. So when you want to add more criterion, you click here. If you want to add the levels, you click here. And if you want to delete the levels, you'd click these red X's. Or if you want to click delete some of the criterion, you click the X here. Now, I'm going to add that criterion. And when you notice this blank spot here, here's where you actually get to add the criterion. So you can start typing in this box. When you click on the levels, you can add in the description as well as the points. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so when the rubric is filled in, it looks just like this. And you want to think in advance here. So you'll know that when the assignment is complete and you click Save, the student is not going to be able to see this rubric ahead of time. So what I like to do is to do a little workaround with it. And I like to take a picture of the rubric as a screenshot so that I can link to the file within the assignment. So let me show you how to do that. So here I'm going to take a quick screenshot of the rubric and save it. So it's automatically saved to my desktop. Then I click Save. Now here's the actual assignment. So this is the front page of the journal. This is what the student sees. And you'll see that there's a rubric, but they can't see anything. So what I like to do is I have to modify this, and I'm going to add a hyperlink to this rubric. So I go back to my course, and I go to where the journal is. I click the Update Editing button, and I highlight the rubric, click on Add Link, and I search for the screenshot that I just did of my journal and upload it. And now I can click Save and Display. And when the student's looking at this page, if they click Rubric, they get a screenshot. So they'll actually have access to the rubric beforehand. So if you're realizing later on, oh, you made a mistake, how are you going to go back to the rubric? So you as a teacher, if you click on the journal or the writing assignment, go all the way down to here, to your settings menu, click on Advanced Grading, and then you'll be able to define the rubric. And here you can either delete the form or you can edit the form. And when you click on Edit, you end up back at that beginning spot where you can make changes. So if you do notice that there's a mistake in your rubric, you can always go back and fix it. From there, you'll want to click Save again. You can go to your front page of your journal. Okay, so let's suppose that I'm a student and I've clicked on the writing assignment, I've looked at the rubric, and now I want to add my submission. So as a student, I click on Add Submission, and I type in whatever I'm adding here, and I click Save Changes. Now here as a student, it's because it's an online text, here is my journal. If I wish to edit, I can, but that's my view as a student. Now, as a teacher, you go up to this top area and you can see View Submitted Assignments. So you'll click on that and you'll have a list of students here that you can click on. And in order to grade them, you click on Grade. You can read their submission, and now you have access to the rubric. And you can see I can just hold my cursor over these boxes and they turn a different color. So after I read it, let's say it was off topic, it's very specific, but I made major errors. Now here I can actually do some inline comments. If I wanted to add more detail. And then here, this feedback box, you can see that the student submission is automatically put in here. So if I wanted to, I could add a color, I could highlight errors, or if I wanted to, or since it's a journal assignment, maybe I just want to make some comment. So in line, I can make comments in line, or I can make an end comment. So that's how I would do it. And then this send notification button, when this is clicked, it means that the student automatically gets notified that I've finished grading their assignment. So I click on Save Changes. And if I need to update the grade in any way, I can click here. So that's, as a teacher, that's what I see. Now let's go back to the student view. As a student, I have been notified that the teacher graded my work. I go to my to the writing assignment page, and there is the rubric right here with certain things marked off. Here is what my grade is, and then I can see comments by the teacher. So that is how to create and view a rubric assignment in Moodle using Moodle 2.2.